You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980. My name is Les Brown, and we thank you so much for joining us. We come your way Monday through Friday from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock, and we encourage you to join us in conversations as we talk about a variety of things. And today we're talking about being adaptable, and the last caller, as you could hear, saying that many students don't know today, you've got to not only pay your dues, but you've got to be willing to do whatever is required in order to develop a relationship with employers today that will make you stand out, where they would say, you know what, you have the kind of attitude and the kind of initiative that I'm looking for in a person, and I'm going to hire you. So we've been asking you to call in to share what is it you had to do and how did you overcome the challenges. We also had a caller who talked about that it's challenging today working in the place where she's working. It's rather toxic. The leadership, she talks about the system. I believe the systems are created by people and they are ran by people, and that represents the leadership. And the system as it's put together don't allow people to collaborate and work together to optimize the efficiency of that operation, and it has lowered morale. And so what do you do today? Well, today, one of the things I always emphasize that your mindset has a lot to deal with it. Your attitude and how you show up and how you handle what's out there, because you're going to be called upon to do 3 and 4 different jobs, have 3 and 4 different core competencies in order to be seen as a viable candidate. The other thing is that it's necessary today more than ever before that you align yourself with resourceful, strategic relationships. You can't make it by yourself today. Having relationships with people that are in various places, behind various doors where you want to be. You have to have a network today. They said that your network determines your net worth. I believe that is very true. And so having relationships with people and developing new relationships that will give you the opportunity to have, I would call it, your winning team to help you find and land that job, or be able to refer to them to give you some information or give you access to resources that you would not have by yourself in order to perform where you are right now. The other thing is that being versatile, being adaptable, having strategic relationships, but taking personal responsibility. Many times when I look at my life for a long period of my time, I realized that I really wasn't mentally fit to work for somebody else. It just wasn't me. There's some people, they're cut out for that. There's some people, that's who they are. They want what they call a guaranteed paycheck, which that's an illusion. There's no guaranteed paycheck. There's no such thing as job security. But there are people who that's their comfort zone. That's who they are. But there's some people that are just not mentally fit to work for somebody, that they've got to be able to control their own destiny. I'm one of those people. I've got to be able to control my own destiny. I've got to be able to generate money based upon my talents, my abilities, my skills, and do it in a way that resonates with who I am. There's some people, it's okay for somebody else to call the shots for them, tell them what time to be there, what time to get off, how long they can have lunch breaks for. In fact, how many days? I'll never forget, I was in an interview and the guy said, you got 6 sick days. I said, excuse me? He said, you heard me. I said, you have 6 sick days. You telling me that I've got 6 days that I can be sick out of the year? Yeah. What if the illness is not familiar with your policy? Help me understand that. Come on. How you going to tell me you can only be sick 6 days out of the year? What if I got pneumonia? Come on. I just didn't get that. And they knew I had problems, so I didn't get that job. Okay. I couldn't understand. I just behave. I didn't understand. So therefore, you got to take responsibility for what is it that works for you. At the end of the day, we have 3 questions that we have to ask ourselves. Have I lived? Have I loved? And did my life matter? Have I lived? Am I really living? And did I love? Kenny Rogers said, in order to have a meaningful life, you're having someone to love, something to do, and something to look forward to. And today, when we look at, there are so many people that are unhappy, living empty lives. And I think about, when I was a kid, there was a song, 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't call me because I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Oh, you didn't know I could sing, huh? Oh, you still don't know. Do you remember that song? Nobody remembers that song but me. That's an old song. Nobody remembers that song but me, Emiliano, and Phil, and you don't even know who they are. Okay, at any rate, but there are some people that, and I was among them, that I had sold my soul to the company store until I decided that I was going to take charge of my own life and control my own destiny. And some people listen to me right now, but Les, it's hard. Well, I know it's hard. And being miserable and being depressed and having anxiety attacks, that's hard too. I felt like a fool running through a hotel, pulling my shirt off, trying to get outside because I was having an anxiety attack. I felt like the world was closing in on me. And I was stressed out because of the job that I was on. It just wasn't me. And I didn't have enough courage and insight to recognize how it was stressing me out and pushing me over the edge. And I was negative and toxic, and I wasn't myself. When you're working doing something that's not you, that's out of alignment with who you are just not yourself. It takes something out of you. It does. And so that's why we have to take responsibility. It's hard. Yes, it's hard. And I do believe this, that if you do what is easy, and that is complain, that's point the finger. If you do what is easy, that is to talk about your circumstances, talk about the dysfunctional environment that you came up with. If you do what is easy, talk about the people you work for. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. And what's hard is deciding to go back to school and be in a class with children that's young enough to be your grandchildren. What's hard is decide that you're going to reinvent yourself. What hard is decide that you're going to do something totally different. You're going to learn something totally new. You're going to get out of your comfort zone. That's hard. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. Yes, it will. My name is Les Brown, and I want you to call. We're talking about being flexible and versatile and what are the hurdles you've had to overcome to be where you are right now. The number to call is 888-539-2980. That's 888-539-2980. Call me now. 888-539-2980. You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980.